Hello, my friends. Wild boars, wolves, and white-tailed deer are always considered the wild animals that cause the heaviest damage to agriculture and farmers in the world. However, few people know that in recent years, hundreds of millions of wild birds have also caused significant damage, especially in grain-growing areas. According to a 2021 USDA report, the wild birds that cause the greatest damage to agriculture in the United States include rock pigeons, European starlings, and red-winged starlings. In addition, another invasive bird species, the Canada goose, is also considered a species of concern to many farmers in the country. In today's video, we take a trip to America's vast farms to see how farmers deal with these dangerous wild birds. First, we're coming to the state of Minnesota. This is home to millions of Canada geese that harm the state's agriculture. Do you know why Canada geese live so much in America? In fact, in the 1930s, efforts to restore their numbers led to the government releasing giant Canada geese. Not long after, as the grasslands began to proliferate, many of these resident goose flocks began to thrive and expand their range, to the point where they became invasive birds. So what harm do Canada geese do to us? Geese are prolific breeders and they poop indiscriminately. Every 20 minutes, geese will defecate in the environment, and on an average day, each adult goose will excrete up to 1.5 pounds of feces. Their droppings destroy grasslands, and they make lakes and grasslands very polluted. Additionally, Canada geese can also pose a flight hazard. It is estimated that each year around the world there are about 1,200 plane accidents involving geese. And especially, we cannot ignore the noise pollution caused by wild geese. During the breeding season, geese will fight with each other for the right to reproduce and mate. And this is when they make continuous noises. If you are not familiar with these sounds, you will most likely feel uncomfortable. The harm caused by Canada geese has not stopped. One of the biggest reasons why people want to exterminate geese is because they destroy crops. In September and October every year, thousands of Canada geese fly south to avoid the cold of winter. When migrating, geese must stop in the grass to replenish energy before continuing to fly. This is also a big problem for grain farmers, as thousands of geese can cause significant damage to their crops. A flock of geese landing to eat grain is truly the most terrifying devastation to a farmer. So how to deal with these geese? The first and very popular method is to directly hunt and slaughter geese. In the United States, the government allows hunters to kill geese. This is a solution that receives a lot of sympathy from people who have no sympathy for this animal. Capturing and slaughtering geese is a short-term solution that is done in late June and early July, which is usually when Canada geese molt and shed their feathers. This is also the time when they cannot fly, so it is easy to gather and catch them. During these months, many charity organizations organize goose catching activities, and the goose meat is then distributed to poor families. However, geese only lose their ability to fly in June and July. How to catch them in the remaining months? At this time, the farmer will set a trap. This method is highly appreciated by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. It has a clear effect in minimizing the harmful effects of Canada geese on U.S. soil. Net traps have been set up, and when the time is ripe, this man will press a button and immediately the geese will easily fall into the trap. In 2023, this method helped capture more than 614,000 geese. This is an extremely impressive number. It is estimated that this method has helped American farmers save about $94 million in damages caused by Canada geese. Say goodbye to the fat geese. Now let's head to the California wetlands to learn about another extremely dangerous invasive bird species. These are red-winged blackbirds, a common bird found throughout North America. In a 2021 survey, it was estimated that there are between 120 million and 190 million red-winged blackbirds living in the United States. Early March to late April is the perfect time for red-winged blackbirds to nest and breed. A female usually lays 3 to 4 eggs, and the time from incubation to adulthood usually lasts about 23 days. The red-winged blackbird is considered fully physiologically mature at 12 to 15 months of age. At this stage, the average weight of this bird is about 0.2 pounds, 3 times smaller than that of pigeons. Surely when hearing this, many people will think, what is so scary about this little bird? Okay, let's wait until they gather in large groups to see how powerful their destructiveness is. In fall and winter, red-winged blackbirds often gather in large flocks to migrate together or form large flocks when they find abundant food sources. Look, the flock of red-winged blackbirds can number up to dozens, even thousands. They have a habit of foraging in wetlands or in grain fields. Starlings can eat seeds planted by farmers before they have a chance to germinate. In addition, this bird also frequently appears in wheat, sunflower, or cornfields to find food. The raids have begun to scare farmers away from flocks of red-winged blackbirds. Just imagine, if you are a farmer growing sunflowers or wheat on a scale of several acres, the presence of thousands of these birds is a nightmare. It is estimated that a single visit to a field by a red-winged blackbird can cause your crop to lose 30 to 50% of its yield. Not only does it affect agriculture, but there are flocks of red-winged starlings numbering in the tens of thousands, appearing in urban areas, causing these areas to be terribly polluted. In addition to Canada geese and red-winged blackbirds, there is another invasive bird species that causes many negative agricultural and environmental problems in the United States. It is the European starling, a bird known as the devil for agriculture. The European starling was introduced to North America in the late 1800s and early 1900s. Since then, the bird's population has increased rapidly and is considered one of the most populous bird species in the United States. It is estimated that there are currently about 250 million European starlings in North America, and about 75% of them live in the United States. European starlings often nest and breed in areas near human habitations. They are considered monogamous, and each year a pair of European starlings usually gives birth to 4 to 5 chicks. Currently, states such as California, Texas, Florida, and Michigan often have the largest populations of European starlings in the United States. These are also the states that regularly record the appearance of flocks of European starlings numbering millions. Like millions of red-winged starlings, European starlings would not be a problem if they did not congregate in large flocks. The scariest thing is when European starlings have a habit of foraging in rice fields and vegetable fields. In addition, this invasive bird species often forages on fruit farms. Trees such as grapes, cherries, and raspberries will be targets for starlings to attack. However, few people know that the biggest problem caused by European starlings is hygiene. A large amount of their feces is released into the environment, contaminating animal feed or water in agricultural areas. So how to deal with these aggressive red-winged starlings and European starlings? In recent years, the use of nets to protect crops or hunting methods have been often used by farmers in some U.S. states to deal with flocks of birds. It is estimated that approximately 57 million birds are destroyed each year. But that is not enough. This number is too small compared to their population. Today, farmers are still finding ways to prevent the invasion of scary birds. How about you? Do you have any problems with wild birds appearing near where you live? In your opinion, is there any way to destroy them quickly without harming the environment? Let us know your problem in the comments section of this video. Goodbye, and see you again in the following videos.